What happened? Holy shit! Alright, guys, today I have finally concocted the perfect recipe for the new Sylas jungle, and it actually works really surprisingly well. Let's start with the rune page. So it's actually Dark Harvest, and why is because that W buff is insane. It'll heal you back so much, it'll deal so much damage, and you'll finally be relevant in the late game. The whole R nerf was all to like make him a little worse in the late game, so this is how we come back. We're just going straight for damage. So we want Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact. This is probably better eyeball collection actually, because you're just going for takedowns. And then movement speed, so you can, gank as much as you can. And then secondary, you want to go sorcery, you want to go this speed to, work with that. And gathering storm, because every little shred of AP does count with the build we're going. And then adaptive force, and whether it's an A, usually want to go armor, but whether it's, magic resist or armor, you decide. Not upgrading an ability yet, just because I don't know. Usually I'd like to start Q, but if we're invading, I'm going to start E if we find someone. And we do, so I wait for that stun from Thresh to wear off and then do the next E. And I don't really like going leash, especially when I'm on blue side, because they give such an awful leash. And it's just easier to start wolves and then go clear the entire red side and then come back later, because then I'll have 650 gold and have enough for my jungle item. So it's just easier this way, and going E isn't as bad. I did make a mistake here. You should kill the little wolves before the big wolf, and I kind of realized that too late, and it honestly kind of screwed me. But yeah, you usually want to start wolves, and starting Q might be better. You could do either E or Q honestly, because Q did get buffed, but so did passive, so the E procs are still nice. And right after that, just head straight to Raptors for your next camp. Unfortunately, it didn't look like that level 1 was good, so we didn't really gain much from. I barely get this with my life. And I wait a little bit, because, so if you get this little guy, if you get the little Krug and kill his little 2 offspring things, you'll get level 3. So you want to do that first. But I didn't get to do that, and I should have waited for my smite. I think I've died from this path like every time now, but it's a little sacrifice that we have to do, unfortunately. So Dark Seal is huge for this build, by the way. You always want to get a Dark Seal like as early as possible, just because it's really good. It helps your pots. It helps you stay in jungle a lot. The pots are really helpful, and just because we're gonna go as much AP as possible, and so Dark Seal is just nice to have. It's an extra 10, and hope you're gonna be ganking a lot, so hopefully it just scales with you. That's why I did the hunter spot instead of machete. And I just want to get this and help whoever I can. Looking for a gank bot, but I'm pretty sure they just warded, so. And my bot lane's low already. This was not a gank we could really do anything about. I was just trying to push them back and help my bot lane a little bit because they were being pressured in. And it looks like there's nothing I can do there. So I'm just gonna keep a fresh mind and just go for camp so I don't fall too behind at all. Which I'm not behind. But Scuttle is just great to take whenever you can, of course. And then I'm gonna rotate here, take Gromp and then Wolves. Lanes are dying out a bit, but there's not much I can do about it. As you can see, honestly, after that first back with Sylas, and you have all 3 abilities, your jungle clear is fine. It's really, you couldn't even tell the difference from last time. So once that first back and you get all your abilities, you can't tell the difference between clearing jungle. So it's much easier now. And yeah, I just clear all of the camps that I have, especially Krugs. I always talk about this. Krugs are the best thing to take whenever you can. They give you double the XP of any camp and double the gold. So definitely take Krugs whenever available. So for this build, we also want to go Blue Smite. It's just way easier for the burst, and it's easier to land your chains when they are slowed. So I just like it more. It's a personal preference. Red Smite might also work. I mean, Red Smite's good, obviously, but This is more of just a damage, presence, speed, comfort pick for me. And I would probably recommend it for you too if you want to try this build, which you should. If you are a Sylas jungle guy, this build is definitely much better than I've tried all of them. Conquer, Electrocute, and Aftershock. This one just definitely feels the best, and you can actually make such a big impact. So now we don't see Rune. We're trying to find where he is. Might as well just take his camps while we're here, and just, you know, maybe help top lane after this too. I don't want to use my blue smite because I might use it for top lane, so I'm saving that right now. And he can ulti off my E, so I definitely want to hit that, but he doesn't. And Smite's pretty strong, so gonna back off a little bit so I don't get hit by his ulti. Yeah, I tell him that too. But my also got caught again, so I have to go back in, hit it again, and this time he actually does it. So yeah, we get that kill, we pick up a Dark Harvest stack, and we pick ourselves back up a little bit. At this point, I'm kind of just like, okay, bot lane has half the CS and is not doing so well, so the best thing to do is probably to camp the lane that's winning most. So I kind of just want to go top. So I want to clear my bot side jungle because I see that red is coming up soon. So I'm going to clear my whole bot side jungle, get my red, and then hopefully rotate top. They took dragon, but there was nothing I could do for that. I was pretty sure they were going to take it because they saw me top side, so it would just make the most sense for that enemy to take that. It's just an ocean though, so it's not too big of a deal, but yeah, there wasn't much we could do about that. And I knew that our bot lane, the enemy bot lane, had the advantage, so there was no point in me trying to contest that. It probably would have just set us further behind because then we'd give them dragon and more kills and gold. So sometimes it's better to really just give and not think about it too much. So we hit the 10-minute mark, thank God. Got some extra 8 AP. As you can see, I rushed my item as soon as possible just because I need that burst damage and I need to start making an impact on the game. So I'm looking for a gank bot lane. There's no ward or anything. I know that Sivir is gonna spell shield my ulti, so I don't want to take hers. Plus Pyke's is much better, so definitely go for that one first. Waiting for her to do her spell shield, and then Pyke's just really low, so want to take that, but he flashes out of my ulti. The smite with the Q is also really good. So if you want to just like catch them low and then Q them for even a bigger slow, then just hit your combo. It just works like that. So it was worth. It was a 1 for 2. I couldn't really live there. Pyke ignited me, and I was pretty deep. So yeah. And next, I just want to go more movement speed. I'm actually gonna go Spellbinder for my first item. So I like it a lot actually. Spellbinder is 120 AP flat, gives you 10% movement speed, and I really do like the active. So going for that as a first item. Already at 157 AP before it's only 11 minutes. That's pretty good. Trying to go bottom, but it's not really much I can do. If they go deep on Jinx, I'll definitely try to do something, which they are. So that's a free kill on him. Hit the hook while I get stunned, so that was pretty nice to have. And if I had my ulti up just a little bit sooner, I would have taken hers and maybe we could have got the kill. But I'm gonna take it now. And I'm thinking it might be beneficial for me to 1-for-1 this Sivir. It gives me Dark Harvest stack. She won't have double buffs. Look at that, W, boom. That Dark Harvest stack helped me. So that was good actually. Even though I had to use Flash, I got a Dark Harvest stack out of that. And she lost her double buffs. So she's also gonna miss this wave, which is good. The Pyke died later, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that was overall the best thing I could do there. So Sivir loses XP and a gold now. They have to go top because he's getting camped a little too hard. Hopefully they can do it on their own. I see Diana a lot in solo queue now. I guess she's like good now, so she played that well. And I'm trying to just deny turret plates from him, and I want to get that farm and XP, so stop him from there. Bot lane still does have the advantage on the enemy team, so I'm not going to try to do dragon or anything like that, especially because Sylas takes dragon awfully long. And I was a little too late for this tower. They had such a big wave, there's no way we could stop it. And I don't think we could 2v2 because we don't know where Rune or Azir or any of them are, so it's too dark out there to actually make an engage. So I just take this, and he's just full HP, and he got mana back from that, so nothing to really take from there. Once again, just nothing to do on the map. I can't contest dragon or anything like that. Maybe save him. I have Pike ulti, so I can try to do something there, and I get it. Try to go for another one for sure, because I still have Pike ulti and she's out of mana. If I could just W her, don't even need to, I just Pike ulti again. And maybe we could fight. No, we cannot fight this. Swain actually TP'd, so there was nothing we could really do there. Better to just get out of there. But we still got good gold off of Pike's ulti, so that was still not the worst thing in the world. The Pike gold share is really impactful, so, and I think it went on Yasuo, so that's good. I get like a pink every time I go back, and that's something everyone in high elo does, and something you should always do. Just always have a pink in your pocket. Just go for a quick kill there. See, I always W is like the execution now. You always want to hit those. So that with Dark Harvest just chunks him huge. He hit a good hook here, but we can't really go on him. The problem with this build, the only setback is that you'll have 10% cooldown the whole game. So you really got to be mindful of that. I really want to go on Sivir here, but I don't think I can because they're baiting me. But I still go for him. That heal is huge. So I immediately do it whenever he's below that 40% threshold and take the kill. Keep going in, heal a little bit. I was going to die no matter what. So that was nice that I was able to get 2. You can see that Dark Harvest with the W is just huge now. So still happy with that. Team's a little toxic still. That's something we have to brush over. I'm still not saying anything. And I know some people like to mute all, but I like to see what they say, honestly. I'm not a mute all kind of person. And actually, so for our next item, we're going Death Cap. Because we're going, like I said, as much AP as possible. So we're going to go Death Cap and just maximize our potential. They did back though, and I'm pretty sure that my jungle's gone and warded, so I want to pink that. Yep, it's gone. Red buff's probably gone too. Yep, not much to do about that. That was kind of expected. Looking for a mid fight, or a fight mid. Swain's top. Jinx isn't that impactful, so that was good to go in on them when they weren't looking or there. Still hit the hook on Azir, so I wanted to go in on that. Huge heal, don't need to do anything about that, and I got a level up, which was nice, so definitely a worth die for us. Support dies in the middle of it. It's just a sacrifice for salvation, and he's all alone between 3 of us, so this is definitely something we could fight for. Huge heal again, and flash out of the Swain W to live. So I barely lived with like any HP twice, and now I'm actually going back. Unfortunately, they didn't have the same mindset to go back, but they still live with like no HP, so that's good. And I'm gonna take these before I back real quick so I can clear this side of the jungle. So they're closing in on us now, and I really want that Infernal Drake. That Infernal Drake is perfect for my scaling, especially because Diana goes full EP too, so we're really looking for this. And I kind of expected them to be in my jungle. Definitely want to take Pike's ulti because it's the best of the bunch. And they take it way too quick, so I'm just going to head out. I had to use my active there because he was probably going to hit that hook on me, and I'm not that good at dodging, so. And now they're kind of closing in on us with the lead that they have. We still have yet to take a tower, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. A lot of ours. So I'm just trying to Q, smack him with my Q as much as I can. I don't want to, I'm not really the initiator. I'm more of the catch out kind of guy. So not trying to do anything crazy here. Just hit my Qs when I can. Still does a bunch of damage, even when they're pretty tanky, so. And we're just kind of hopping around here, trying to clear the waves, trying not to do anything, trying to hope for a dive. They do have pretty good poke though, so it's kind of hard. And in comes a wave, so we kind of have to make a move, or they do. It's too close for comfort, but I see Rune and I try to go on that. I would have gotten that R, but he healed huge from that. And I have to step away a little bit because my cooldowns are all not up. And I almost died from a Sivir boomerang, so I do want to be careful about that. And I'm not looking, and I see his ears almost killing me from right there, so definitely don't look away from the map ever. And at this point I kind of realized that I cannot recall here, so I'm probably just going to have to walk it because this guy is constantly harassing me. But overall, it was a 3 for 3, and we're behind, and they're at our tower, so definitely good for us because we got shutdowns too. And on top of it, this guy tries to dive, and still worth. At this point, when we're behind, any 1-for-1 trade is good for us. So now at this point, we're trying to get vision for Baron. Also, we need anti-heal because they actually have huge heals, and I'm burst, so I don't want to go anti-heal. I don't really care for it. Just trying to deny any vision we have, but we can't really because Jinx is a little far. I don't want to be the one to take red buff because I'd probably be the worst on it. And kind of just hopping around here now. Hopefully not getting caught out. And this is why the build is really good. You can actually get to 420 AP at this moment. So, beautiful, beautiful. Not much we could do about that. And they're on it. So now we actually have to do something. Our Thresh went back, but he does have Moby. So, the problem is I don't have anything with vision, though. They do. So I need them to come up. And Swain's ulti is really good for close corner, so I take that. And I'm too late. But I'm going to pop the ulti, W, heal a bunch, take a kill, and get as much as I can from there. So it was bad that we lost Baron, but it wasn't totally the worst fight till now. Just not much we can do about that Rune right now at this point. Jinx isn't far enough ahead, and so they kind of just wham on her. But at least we took 2 of their Barons. So they're definitely going to go for the inhib now. I'm the first one up, but Yasuo's up in a bit. I can't still go on them without anyone, especially because my ulti has cooldown. So I'm kind of just waiting around here, going to slap my Q wherever I can. I get caught out a little bit, and Yasuo comes, but I'm still, my cooldowns, but I'm still hovering around. I'm going to Q wherever I can. Got a level up, and we were able to knock off all of their Baron buffs. Even with the anti-healing that Azir has, I was able to flash W that really well and still heal for a lot. And now the Infernal's up, so we definitely want to look for that. And now with the gold that I have, I'm gonna do Rabadons and Magi's actually, because I'm at 10 stacks, and Magi's just gives you like most AP out of anything. So this is definitely a risky build, but if you could pull it off, it'll work so well. You'll scale so hard, and it doesn't even matter. Good catch out by Diana right there. So now we can definitely take this without worrying about anything. And now I'm reaching that point where I have so many stacks on Dark Harvest. It's going to just be so huge. So I go from 475 AP to 693. It's a huge difference that this can make. So now I'm pretty big. If I can land an E on anyone, it's huge. Just a 12-10 to that minion, so you can definitely see the potential there. And the best part about this is how easy jungle camps are now. It's just such a joke. It takes almost like 2 seconds, so. Looking for a catch out here. Even though Swain's pretty strong, I could still do a lot of damage to him. But the bad thing is I can't ulti him yet. So I'm just trying to delay him for my team to get here. I almost do die, but I wait till I'm really low on health to W, and then plus 759 right there. So did what I could. And boom, that Q did 700 because of the Dark Seal stack. Or Dark Harvest stack. So now we're at 708. Good catch out. But we still can't do much yet. The map's still pretty dark. We have one tower after all of this. And we still got it back for the supers. So now I'm actually going to build another Spellbinder. Because I'm going for... so some might think, like, why don't you just get another Rabadon's? Well, they have the same stats, but Rabadon's is more expensive. They have the same stats, and this has 10% movement speed. So I'm just going for whatever item gives me the most bang for my buck. And I steal that ulti, but it doesn't really matter because I die anyway. So that was a misplay by me. So now we're really just playing tower defense. And I can't do anything without my team. I can't... one-man Sylas isn't a thing very much, so... have to give it another inhib and just clear these waves real hard. Until we can 5v5. So now our map is super dark. I'm just looking for whatever vision they have. And I'm really close to 16, so that's what I want to do the most next. Get that clearance up in a bit, but the map is really dark, so I'm not doing anything or going into any bushes without my team. So right now is a good time to just stay with everyone. I got the Swain ulti, and we caught him out, which is nice. Full HP. And I still have the Swain ulti, so I'm just looking around, and our ADC died. But we can still fight this, so I definitely ping in to go. And this was a really nice E. That's not something that happens very often. So I was able to get that, pop the Swain ulti, Q for the kill. And I want to get Azir here, but he's way too far. So we'll just take this and go to 3 for 0. Well, 3 for 1, but 4 for 1 actually. Didn't really matter. So that was huge for us. Our inhib respawned, so now we can push this really hard without the worry of supers. It's just one person, so even though I miss everything, you can see that damage is insane. So just have to flash W, honestly. Didn't even have to do the rest. And now we could definitely do Baron. We could get the inhib, but it would be best to get the Baron and then back as soon as we can. Even though we don't have our ADC, Yasuo just deals tons of damage. He's huge DPS, so that's all that matters. And they're all so dead for so long that I don't even need smite. Another Fernal Drake is coming up, which is even better for my scaling. Just shows how every AP is counting now. So I'm going to get another Spellbinder. We're at 862 AP, and now we just jumped to 997. We don't even have max stacks on Magi's yet. We don't even have the blue pot yet, or this next Infernal. So it's just the beginning. My team thought that I messed up because I bought 2, but I knew what I was doing. Boom, got a heal from that. Take an ulti. And I'm just waiting here, gonna ulti there. Didn't need to hit it. Oh, I was a little late to W there, so that was my own fault. I could have E'd and W'd because of the Rune ult's magic damage, but... And really good hook by Thresh right there. We still end up winning the fight and getting the Infernal, so that's good. Sivir is going to take the inhib. There's nothing we could really do about that. That was pretty, you know, it's gone no matter what. And Pyke's stopping everyone's backs, so not much to do about that. Still a win for us, though. We got an Infernal Drake, so. So now with the, I mean, I lost some stacks there, but I have 1,046 AP with the pot. Feeling real nice. So now we kind of just want a 5v5. We have 2 Infernals over them. We just have the better team comp, so just gonna look for her here. She's dead already. And don't even need a Q when she's at that HP. Still do a bunch of damage. So it's now 4v5. Even though they have 2 inhibs down, we got more people caught out. He should die from that. Nope, doesn't. 1,111 damage. It's 950 right there from the Q. So much damage from this build coming out. I mean, I'm fed already, but yeah, it just shows we were not even, we were in the base this entire game. It just took one fight that whole time, and we won the game right from there. Didn't even matter. So gonna heal back from that to max HP, and we end up winning the game from that. It's ridiculous how much this build does, and you can see how happy I am in that corner because I honestly had a lot of fun doing this build. If you guys liked it, let me know. Press the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.